Good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, Monday, April 15th, tax day. Kind of a choppy morning. No big economic numbers to really start any trend or any momentum one way or the other. So like I said, somewhat choppy. We did 3 trades, pulled out 7.9 pips, nothing special. We'll go over them here in no particular order. First here you see here is pound to dollar. We were short 1.53301. Short. We were long 1.53409. Bought almost near the top. I mean, it went in our favor, 2 or 3 pips, and then just started to reverse. So once it took out the lows, this low here of this candle, where we bought it, we took the loss, and that was a 10.8 pip loss. So we played it pretty tight, which ultimately looks like was the right move, or else would have been risking a lot more. Australian dollar to US dollar. Sorry about that. Australian dollar, US dollar. We were long here, 1.04152. If I remember correctly, this was the last trade of the day. It was done after 8:30. It popped 6.2 pips for us in a matter of a few minutes. I think at one point it was maybe up 7 or 8 pips. Took the profits off the table. Was thinking maybe these 2 bottoms here it might stall out if they even approach that, and it got close enough to it to say, all right, let's just take the profit. Ultimately, again, just happened to be the right move. You've seen so many videos where we said, oh look, if the thing ran another 20 pips and we left 20 pips on the table. But this is a reason. These first 2 trades that we're showing you today is actually the reason why. When we're right, when we get out with a small profit, or we get out with a relatively small loss, sometimes we are right. Most times we're wrong, as you guys, like I said, from other videos, but here you'll see totally right to do. And then the last one was US dollar to the Swiss franc. We were short this. Here's an example of something that went in our favor real quick, 12.5 pips. We were short from as you see here, 0.92847. It just went in our favor real quick. Approached, you could say, these lows of the candle, the body of the candle. We were going to possibly hold out for this, but we were really looking at these lows from here. This was the 11th. What is that? Thursday. These lows from Thursday. This candle here kind of tried to hold that low, although it didn't. I mean, it tried to. It ultimately did break. But then you got, again, these lows here. So this was this number, 92.880. That's where we were going to get out. We were only going to pick up, 4, 5, 6 pips, something like that. It just blasted right through it. Fortunately for us. And as you can see, the next candle dipped down even lower. So we didn't leave all that much on the table. This, again, was probably definitely the right move, and we got lucky by picking up the 12.5. Like I said, we were gonna cover around this area, pick up 4, 5, maybe 6 pips. It was so fast that it worked out for us. It ultimately was the right move because look, she's bounced. So, like I said, not a great day. 7.9 pips, nothing to brag about, but not horrific either. It's a Monday, no economic news. Decent way to start the week off, I guess. Would have been nice if we would have either not taken the first trade there, that pound to dollar where we lost almost 11 pips, the 10.8 pips, or if we cut that a little bit short. But I thought we were playing it pretty close to the best as it was. You got to give them some wiggle room, right? So that's it. If you're still watching the algo, that link is still working. If you're still trading, good luck, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great evening.